All right, boys. Welcome to episode 4 of this Webisode series that we're doing right now since we're in fucking quarantine. We got fucking OG Lou up in the projects over there.
What happened, Lou? You took a wrong turn?
Oh, boy. He got the fucking sunflower seeds from City Field up there, too.
What's up, guys?
We got my boy Jose with an 8 stats for Vero.
Still celebrating Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski. Hopefully a good draft for the Bucks. So everything's looking good in my end.
Oh, fuck the Bucks. We do. Oh, I'm gonna get at the Bucks later too. I forgot. There's something that came up too. We got my boy Joseph Blue fucking Pulaski, aka the Golden Child.
AKA your essential hero. The only one that's still out there braving this virus. Unlike the rest of you guys.
I'm out there.
Are you out there too?
I'm fucking out there.
I stand corrected. I realized. All right, so Jay, you can Jay, you with me then. All right.
Come on.
Did you see my name? I'm out there too.
Project Hero.
And of course, we got a visitor. We're gonna save that for later, though. We're gonna save that for later. But we got a boy. He's visiting. You know who this guy is. He's been on a fucking couple shows. He talk shit. You know, Johnny fucking Spence in the house.
What's happening? What's happening, boys? Good to see you all. Glad everybody's healthy, and looking forward to doing the show again. Maybe we can catch up on some old subjects.
Oh,
right.
definitely some old subjects. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna talk a little bit about the NFL draft and the Giants pick, Joe, because I know me and you were a little like on opposite ends of this pick yesterday. So how you feeling about that pick?
I like the pick. The bottom line is when your cornerstones of for the next decade is Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley, you gotta have the horses in front of them.
Yeah.
So they took care of number one, but in my heart, I wanted that linebacker. But yeah, when in my head tells me offensive line, but man, my heart wanted the backer, but.
Yeah.
It's the right move. It's the right move.
I think he's gonna be good. And I think the Giants really couldn't pass up on him because he probably did so fucking well in the combine that they were like, you know what, this is our guy. He's a big dude.
The big bastard. And they just drafted a safety out of Alabama. Looks really good.
Anybody at Alabama's good, so
So focus. Yeah.
Lou. All right, so let's talk about Lou. Let's talk about Lou and the Packers. I mean, it's one of those crazy picks that you're like, yo, really? You pick a backup quarterback for Rodgers, Lou?
I mean, from what I was reading, apparently they said that they drafted up and they weren't expecting him to be available at that part of the round. So they felt he was like, you know, such a key player. He's going to be like, he has a lot more talent. They felt that was somebody they couldn't pass up. They know their needs. They know they need wide receivers to help Aaron Rodgers, and you know, they just felt that this is a guy that they couldn't pass up on. He was the best player available at the time. They took him. They're going to need a quarterback eventually. He's still a few years away that he can still learn under Aaron Rodgers, and supposedly they still got a second and third round pick today, and then let's see what they pick. If they go for some receivers, you know, Aaron Rodgers still has a few years left.
They should have got a fucking offensive line for Aaron Rodgers. They should have got somebody to protect him. That's his biggest fucking problem.
They still could. I mean, look, I think he still has another good 2-3 years left. So, I mean, that's more than enough time for this guy to develop. And you know what? At the end of the day, he's better than Daniel Jones, too. So, you know.
That's all he did.
See, this is – I was never a Green Bay Packer detractor until this crazy guy came along. Now, the only thing, though, is Rodgers said he wants to play for another until way past 40. So, I mean, you would think they would want to. They're already looking past Rodgers. I think they should have drafted weapons for him. The Packers were real close to getting to the Super Bowl last year, and they might have been like a pick away.
Jose, who you got?
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Before he continues, at the end of the day, it's a business. You got to understand from a business standpoint. You know, like they know that eventually his time is going to come up. They did the same thing with Brett Favre when Brett Favre was like 35 years old.
I know.
They drafted
I know.
Aaron Rodgers, and then eventually Aaron Rodgers took over. This is the same thing. After a few years, Aaron Rodgers eventually will be gone, and this guy will be the next guy who potentially might take up the next, be a starting quarterback. So
Yeah.
you never know.
That's one way of thinking, but the other way of thinking is that you were so close to the Super Bowl last year. Why wouldn't you want to build on that and you get the best out of Rodgers in these last few years of his prime?
That's what I'm saying. That's why they should have protected him more by drafting a fucking offensive lineman that could protect him to extend his career, right, Jose? What do you say?
No. There's a reason why you're thinking that they need an offensive line. That's because he had no one to throw to last year.
Absolutely.
If Devontae Adams is double teamed, who's he gonna throw to?
To Lou.
So
Wish.
they could put Jordan Love in the slot. I don't know, but it's gonna be tough. I mean, like Lou said, though, if you could get some wide receivers in the second and third round, or some help for Rodgers, then yeah, they'll be okay. But that was the biggest surprise for me in the first round for sure.
And look at Jose. He's talking about getting receivers. Like fucking the Bucs don't have enough receivers right now for Tom Brady.
I mean,
Yeah.
Who you guys drafted? Who you guys drafted?
We picked the Iowa offensive tackle that just fell to our laps, basically. We just traded up one spot with San Francisco to pick him up, Tristan Wirth. And and then in the second round, we just picked up a safety, Antoine Winfield Jr. from Minnesota, which we needed help on the secondary. So they're actually addressing their needs. So far, so good, for sure.
Not bad. But I don't know if you've seen it, John. I don't know if you've seen the fucking draft yesterday at all. Just clips of the draft, and these players that were getting drafted were getting drafted by home. So they're with their family. They're wearing weird shit like fucking like bathrobes and shit.
Yeah, I watched a little tonight. The second and third rounds on tonight, and it's so funny. They all got the same couch. It's that L-shaped white couch. I don't get it. Is it a set? Is that a set, or is that they all white?
That's like the college kid furniture. It's like the IKEA, probably. It's cheap for the kids, man.
And you know what? It's all women and the kid.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Jose, what was that one? What was that one yesterday that the girl was like?
Joey, am I right or wrong, Joey?
There was one yesterday with the girl.
I'm stating the fact. I see women and the kids. That's all I'm saying.
No, but there was one that was yesterday that she the girl was like trying to get the guy's phone. You see that one?
The CD Lamb, he got drafted by the Cowboys.
I did see that.
So his excuse, he was like, nah, it looked worse than really it was. It was, my agent was about to call me, so I didn't want her to have the phone when he called.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Yeah, player. We see you, player. You out there, you don't want your little side chick to text you, congratulations, baby.
Yep, exactly.
You got drafted.
The Cowboys.
Cowboys. Cowgirls, yeah. Yeah, Cowgirls. Yeah, Cowboys fucking, they look kind of dangerous. I'm not going to lie. They look a little dangerous, man.
If they don't address that defense, though.
If they don't address Dak Prescott getting that fucking contract either, that's going to be a big problem. All right. Well, the draft, the Giants, I don't know. Let's see. Hopefully it works out. Let's get into another thing that we popped up today, which Luke brought it up, was that Kobe Bryant was actually going to document that final season. And what did they say, Luke? Like, is that going to come out, or what's happening with that?
What I saw online is that apparently Kobe Bryant's final season was actually documented. He had an all-access camera crew, just like they did kind of with Jordan with the last dance that they're doing now, the documentary they're showing now. So apparently they documented pretty much Kobe's last season in the NBA. But of course, with the tragedy that happened, there's talk about will they release it, when will they release it if they do. So it's something that I'm sure we all want to watch, but something that also you kind of want to be kind of like careful about. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, there was one that Spike Lee directed. I don't know if you guys seen that one.
I didn't even know.
Spike Lee directed the year that they won the championship, And that was a great fucking documentary that Spike Lee did.
Was that a 30 for 30?
I think so. Yeah, I think that was a 30 for 30.
I think I saw it.
Yeah, that was a really good one. That was really
And
good.
I gotta tell you, the Last Dance, the first 2 episodes were great.
Oh,
amazing.
man.
Oh, tremendous.
3 and 4
tremendous.
this Sunday, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
After the draft, the
Hey,
night
John.
after the draft.
What do you think about Scottie Pippen, man? Getting fucking 7 years, 18 mil. What kind of robbery was happening over there?
Is that unbelievable? That to me was just bad business on his part. You know what? I think he got all excited about the money. And he didn't think, you know what I'm saying? He got all nervous. Somebody else is going to give me this. This 18 million, it's $1 million, $2 million a year, $3 million a year almost. He got all nutty, not knowing his value.
Meanwhile, Jordan's getting like 33 a mil.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's
John,
Jordan.
Yeah, but he was the key. He was like the cornerstone of that whole championship run. Without Pippen, even Jordan said it. Without Pippen, we ain't nothing.
No doubt about it.
Yeah. Now, John, remember, you know what would have happened today if Scottie Pippen would have any one of those off seasons after they won a title, he would have said, "I'm not reporting to camp until we restructure this contract." Now,
exactly right.
Yeah. Now that wasn't a thing. We talked about this last time, but that wasn't a thing. That didn't happen back then.
That's right.
Players just when you just your contract with your contract, and that was it.
That's
right. That would be very different today.
Yeah, the NBA was a lot better back then too, because of that. Because there wasn't too many people bitching about shit.
Yes.
Right.
They were just playing for the love.
One of my big problems with the NBA now is how the players are really controlling where everybody goes. I want to play with him. You know what? That's not really the way it's supposed to. That's like when we used to choose. Remember when we used to choose playing games when we were kids? If you picked all the good guys, if you didn't choose, you pick all the good guys.
And then you got the fucking sucky team on the other side, and you just run them over.
So you can't. You know what? I don't like that whole thing that's going on there.
Yeah.
Well,
that's also like NBA Live too.
Yeah. Well, that's something that started with LeBron.
Oh, there's no doubt.
And the culture started. It didn't start, but the culture became like, oh, we're all friends off the court. Back in the 90s and the 80s, you didn't talk to you hated your opponent.
They fucking hated each other. Yeah.
Right.
That's how it was.
Right. And listen, I get that, and I get all that, and that's great. But the problem becomes now LeBron. He was abusing his ownership about it, and you know what? One day he's going to own a team, and he's going to see what it's like. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You're right. Good point.
That's how it goes. That is very true, though. That's very true. Now, I want to talk about this because this was another thing that came up was the Red Sox. I'm gonna let you talk about this, Lou, because I feel like you're probably gonna sigh with the Red Sox getting a little slap on the wrist.
You got Johnny upset. He walked out on us because you heard the.
No, I'm back. I had to shut the door.
All right. They don't say Red Sox in this house.
All right, so the Red Sox got a fucking little slap on the wrist. What did they get? A draft pick stolen away?
Second or fourth round?
Their instant replay guy got like he's without the job, and he got the brunt of it. Like how was his like it's his fault.
This is what they got. This is what they got. Their replay guy is out for 2020 if they even have a season.
Without pay.
Cora out for 2020 if they have a season, and they get rid of a second round pick. That's it.
Oh.
First of all,
the replay guy probably needs that money.
Yeah.
The replay guy's getting paid. He took the hit. I'm guaranteed.
Oh, hell yeah.
Paid. Are you kidding me?
Good point.
Come on.
Yep.
How naive are we? You're right. How naive are we?
That guy,
very true.
What? He probably got double his salary. He said, "I'll take the hit. I want double my salary."
Hell yeah. And then he'll probably be back when baseball's back anyway, so he won't even miss baseball.
Right, because now what that money did it two things.
You'll see him driving around in a Maserati.
Yeah, it kept him happy and it shut his mouth because the press would be all over him.
Yep.
Going, tell us the story.
Yep, that's wow, very true.
Point, John. See, that's the very true. That's a good point. That's the way when we're just. That's a good point. I mean, you'll see him driving around in a fucking Maserati around Boston tomorrow.
Good for him.
Now, you think if Carlos Beltran stood you think he would have got like? I mean, what would be his punishment? You would say, like, if he was still the coach right now, and then would anything trickle down to the Mets?
Oh, I think that's why Beltran had to go. I think if you remember, didn't he strike out that 1 year for the Mets looking?
Okay.
Okay.
Damn, why
Everybody
really
remember.
just...
I
don't remember that at all.
Listen to me.
That's just like Men in Black.
I know.
You don't think after that, that's what started him thinking about how he was gonna. I'll bet my balls right now.
I'm gonna beat the system. Yep.
And
I said that going back. I don't know how many episodes ago. I said that.
No doubt about it.
I'm telling you.
Joey, I didn't see that, but no doubt about it.
No, it's great minds. Thank you.
I've been saying it for years,
Johnny.
That guy's a prick.
Oh.
He was a prick then.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. That last strike was beautiful, though, wasn't it? It was fucking right down the middle.
It was a beautiful pitch.
Beautiful.
It was a great hook.
And how he froze was perfect.
Look.
Perfect.
If you was an opposing team, it was, man. Fucking Carlos, but Polo Duca fucking hates it, by the way.
Polo Duca speaks the truth.
Yeah, he fucking hates him. He's like, only if you fucking swing at that pitch, we'd probably be somewhere else.
If you look at that at bat though, really quick, he threw fastballs until that last curveball at the end. Buckled his knees, man. It was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, man, it's just hard. If you go back in history, how many times on a big series-ending at bat do you see a guy just sit with his bat on his fucking shoulder? You don't see it very often. Right?
I know.
You see now.
Now, speaking of the Mets.
Oh, boy.
Where's the fucking statue?
Oh, God.
Yo.
Don't get me started.
Where's the statue?
Lou, where's the statue, Lou?
Lou, listen. It just took past the 40th anniversary of his freaking game.
I found out what happened.
Lou's got it stashed. Lou's got it stashed in apartment 5A. Right behind him.
So what happened was,
and the fucking crack house behind him.
The guys who started working on the statue, they got furloughed, so they can't do the work anymore.
Oh, they got furloughed.
Yeah.
What happened though? The statue could have been built freaking 6 months ago, 8 months ago. Fucking poor man's not gonna be able to enjoy it. He can't even enjoy the statue. He's like, who's that?
I bet Piazza gets a fucking statue down in Port St. Lucie before fucking Seaman.
Are you kidding me? He's gonna walk up this day and go, it's a nice statue. Who is it?
He's gonna be. He's gonna be fucking where he's lost his mind, and now they decided. Oh, but now that he's older, he has Alzheimer's.
But that's the Mets. See, that's the Mets organization. They never took care of anybody.
I can't argue with you.
Hey, John.
No. They took care of one guy, Bobby Bonilla. They're still taking care of him.
Oh, and we have fucking Ebbets Field too over there.
Yo, John, we went to Citi Field. We did the whole walkthrough in Citi Field.
We took a tour. Yeah.
We're sitting down in the front waiting for the guy to come get us, and we're looking across the street, and there's about a block long of rubble, just shit right across the street, where they could build something nice, just put something really nice.
Right.
They could put a statue there. They got a fucking auto parts shop in every place you go to. They don't even sell light bulbs there, but they got fucking auto parts.
And that's Tom Seaver Way. That's
the
street.
That's Tom Seaver Way. That's my point.
So staying on the subject, now that they fucked up the Cohen thing, right? He basically said, Cohen, fuck yourself, right? After they fucked that up, the coupons. Now, what do you think? What do you think about J-Lo? What do you think about J-Lo and A-Rod? Do you like that?
I love it. Yeah, I love it. What's not to like?
I mean, any port in the storm, I guess.
I mean, they'll turn it into a circus. It'll be a circus in Citi Field.
Well, no. What they said they wanted to do is, besides the baseball aspect of it, they want to turn Citi Field into a big summer concert venue, which would be awesome.
It would be great. It would be great. I think it would bring a lot of jobs. It would make more use of the field.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's a field that's built for that. They have all the amenities in that place to have that. It's a great location for us for us to get there. You get there on the goddamn subway. Why wasn't it doing this the whole damn time?
That's right.
Yeah.
And they'd have bullshit concerts after Met games of
Yeah.
whatever
Or the fireworks.
or seven fireworks nights in April, like they fucking
but
seven fireworks nights a year.
How bad is it to have a fireworks show after the home team loses?
Yeah. When there's nobody there, everybody leaves. And
everybody left in the 5th inning.
Fireworks for what?
Well, I gotta say, to be fair, I've been to a few fireworks at City and at Shea, and not only do they say they do a tremendous job with it, but I'd rather them make some fireworks in the off season with some fucking free agents.
Joe, that is a goddamn lie. You haven't stood past the 7th inning game with me and Lou and Jose.
I said it. I said
God
that was
knows how long.
Lie.
That's not by design. There was a lot of how many? Now that's
lie.
Now, Jay, that there's been the circumstances there that we both clearly know have nothing to do with the game.
I know.
Some on my end, some on your end.
I'll tell you a quick story. We had Rangers season tickets for years. We had 8 seats.
Wait a minute.
8 seats.
Well, this is years ago.
Oh, okay.
We were there for the championship, and then we got rid of them right after that. But anyway, I used to go to the games. I used to go to the games all the time. Go to the games. So I used to use an excuse to go out. So we'd have to go to the game. So we go. I said, listen, guys, when they go, when do you want to leave? I go, I want my ass to hit the chair and get off the fucking chair. That's how I'm ready to go. Let's get out of here. And then we go party in the city.
Oh, that's awesome. I wish I was there for those nights. Oh,
it was fun. We had a lot of fun.
Shit, I wish I had those seats.
I would have fit in well with you guys.
Yeah, we sat right behind the models there. Well, what's her name? The chick that was married to the Greshner.
Carol Alt?
Carol Alt. Yeah, I used to pull her hair. It was in the second row. She used to go, Johnny, stop. I used to pull her hair all the time. It was fun.
That's tremendous. He married Carol Alt and Duguay married Kim Alexis, right?
Right, that's right. And let me tell you something.
I haven't heard that name in years. Sorry.
Yeah, seriously.
Carol Alt was a cool chick. She would wait for maybe 3 or 4 minutes in the first period, and she'd wait for a break in the ice, and she'd start walking down because she had to walk down to those seats.
Yeah.
And so the action would stop, and she'd be at the top with her mini skirt, and the whole guard used to go, Carol, and she used to wave like this. She thought she was the queen. It was fucking tremendous.
That's great.
Oh man, Johnny. So wait, Johnny, I didn't know you was a Rangers fan like that.
Yeah, I mean, I was a Ranger fan growing up with my dad. Then I kind of got away from it, and then when I got into the garbage business, my bosses had all these seats. They had 8 seats, 4 behind each goal. It was tremendous seats, and we used to go all the time.
That's nice, man. That's fucking nice.
Yeah.
That's tremendous. John, I gotta hear. At another time, I gotta hear these.
No, we're good, Joe.
I can hear these stories all night.
We got a couple minutes. We got like 5 minutes or so. But I just want to.
I said at another time. I said I want to hear these stories.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Real quick though, I got a PSA. Real quick because, like Joe was saying, I'm out there. I'm still out there. Joe's still out there. I just want to tell the idiots that go outside. John, I don't know if you're outside. I don't know if you're staying home or not. What are you doing?
I've been staying home. I go shopping, and that's it.
Okay.
Me too.
Now, the regulation is you're supposed to go outside with a mask, right?
And I wear a mask every time.
You go inside the store, you're supposed to be wearing a mask. My thing is the mask is not gonna stop you from getting it, right? The other person has to be wearing the mask. So when they're wearing the mask, you're wearing the mask, you're both protected. Some way, somehow, I don't know how, but that's how it's supposed to go. For the people that walk outside with no fucking mask on, you're standing right in front of each other. Oh my God, this is what's driving me fucking crazy. The people that do this shit without wearing a fucking mask, you're outside walking back and forth, you're talking to your fucking friends. Go home. What the fuck are you doing outside?
Yeah, it's crazy. You're right about the mask. The mask is not to protect you. It's so you don't give it out into the air.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm trying. That's
Right.
the PSA, people. Wear the fucking mask. It's not to protect yourself.
No.
If you have it, it's to protect
I
the
don't want
next
it. Right.
person.
Right. And you
That's
know
it.
what's scary about this? Very scary about this thing, right? There's like 3 flavors. One is you don't get any symptoms. 2 is you get moderate symptoms, and then 3, it's like the plague.
Yep.
It gets in your lungs and it just closes them up.
That's why you need a ventilator, because you can't breathe. You die like coughing.
Your lungs go like this. There's air in them, and they go like this. That's it.
Damn.
That's how you die, and that's the way you die.
I thought he said the 3 flavors. I thought he was going to talk about like Pornhub, worlds, something like that. Oh man! All right, we had 30 minutes, Lou. I mean, I don't know how long we got here. It's 30 minutes on the dot for me. I don't know what you guys got on your end, but it's looking like I don't even want to risk it anymore.
Yeah.
So we could get another thing going tomorrow, possibly Sunday, depending on how everything's going. Definitely Sunday because, the last dance is back on, bitches.
That's right.
Sunday, I'm 100% in. Tomorrow, I don't know, but Johnny Spitz, I just want to thank you for this was fucking great having you back.
Absolutely, man.
Johnny!
I'll come whenever you like. Enjoy it. It's a lot of fun.
Johnny.
Go follow my man Johnny Spitz on fucking Instagram. Give this guy some fucking fans.
All right, guys. Listen, it was a pleasure, really. Thank you.
Real quick. OG Lou on the top.
Peace out.
Jose with an 8 stats for Vero.
Have a good night, guys. Stay safe.
Joseph Blue fucking Pulaski.
Yeah. Good night.
And our boy Johnny Spitz.
All right,
Send us off.
It was great seeing everybody. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Peace
Fucking
out,
blast.
guys.
Had a blast tonight, guys. Good night, guys.
Later.